All right, everyone, this is the watch this video for Monday, September 16th. I'm just showing you a quick explanation. I say this in almost every video, and I thought, you know what, maybe I'll just put it up at the beginning of the video and quickly explain. I'm a day trader. This video is highlighting some daily charts that I think could give me an A-plus intraday trade tomorrow. They're not trade recommendations or investment ideas. I'll only trade some of these stocks tomorrow, and only if they give me an A-plus intraday setup. I often make the joke, I don't hold stocks overnight. I won't even hold my wife overnight. That's how careful I am, right? I learned a long time ago that I can make consistent gains by day trading without the risk of overnight holds, and that is my comfort zone. That is where I've settled in my trading career. I do not hold overnight. I just start with a list. I'll add a list of gappers in the morning as well. And then I, along with many folks in our chat room, will look for intraday setups that they've learned in our course or in our chat room over the years. And we all work together to find some nice low-risk setups, and it helps me make money for the most part every single day without the overnight risk. So showing you the SPY here, low volume, kind of narrow range, which is not out of the ordinary when you consider we've made a pretty good move recently and we're up near recent highs. It would be unusual for it to just rip higher. You know, it's like testing all-time highs, and so we're probably going to be pretty choppy for a while. But, you know, anything can happen. We'll see. What am I watching for Monday? Fram's got to be on watch. I did catch a nice, like, last 10-minute trade on this one on Friday. Wayne made a great call on this one on Friday. If I show you here. You know we love half number and whole number inflection points. This thing was, you know, on watch because it's been so crazy. This was the opening 5-minute candle. Worked its way up to 1550. Sellers came in, and it started to kind of flag there. Seller on the tape at 1550. The previous day's high, not very far above. Wayne called it over that half, over 1550. And look at that. Never looked back. Went all the way to what, 1950? 1949. Huge move. Great call by Wayne. Now it's extremely extended, but I often say this, man. When you get something that's crazy like this, as a day trader, you put it on watch pretty much every day until... I typed that wrong. MCF is what I was trying to type. Big spike in this one on Friday. Big volume. We'll see. We'll see if it goes as a red to green or something. Not sure what the news was there. NVAX had a really nice move back here for about 3-4 days, and then has gone into just kind of sideways chop. And I'll zoom in a little bit now. You can kind of see a little extra volume on Friday and a pretty strong close. Maybe that 650 comes into play. We'll see. We'll see if it meets our parameters on an intraday basis. I meant to type MNK here. MNK had this really nice move. The day I'm hovering over here, this green day, went from 223 to 389. So that's a huge percentage move. And now it's kind of flagging. So I want to watch that for a setup. TRNX. This one, again, this doesn't look like much. But if I hover over this day, which was 3 sessions ago, so that would have been Wednesday, it went from 170 to 230. That's a big move. Then an inside day, and then another inside day. So you really kind of coiled here. I like it over 220, which is a break of Friday's high. It's also a break of Thursday's high. And then maybe it retests this this 230 high. And if it gets above that, who knows? Maybe the high from this day, which was 244. So you kind of have one of those stacked catalyst situations. It's breaking out of, you know, I don't know, a week and a half's worth of support there. Certainly worth watching. Kind of a sleeper pick, but I think it's worth watching. JAGX. I got to kind of zoom in on this one. There's nothing really pretty here, but when you zoom in, you see how big the volume was on Thursday, and then you've got kind of a quiet inside day on Friday. So for me, it's interesting over Friday's high, over $1.40. So I'll have that one on watch. LXRX. Let me pan out a little bit now, get a little better view. But you had a big gap up on Wednesday. Sold off, then Thursday curled right back up, and then Friday kind of a quiet inside day. Over Friday's high would be 249, then Thursday's high was 255, and then Wednesday's high 271. You kind of have a stacked catalyst scenario as after this gap up, you know, you're kind of flagging, and then you got this huge gap. I hate this. I hate when people say a huge gap to fill, because that sort of implies that every gap gets filled, and that is a fallacy. So don't believe that for a minute. But it's still interesting because of the volume on Wednesday and the flag that's formed since, right? Yuma. Another one had this huge move back here and a ton of bag holders, right? But now it gaps up on Wednesday. And again, more bag holders, but now it's kind of working its way up. You kind of had an inside day on Thursday, sort of an inside day on Friday. So I think, and I think there was some oil news this weekend. So to me, this might be the one to watch. This one might just squeeze. We'll see. I haven't verified, but I thought I heard something about oil and Saudi Arabia and cutting production, and so we might see the baby oils run this week. Again, we'll see what they look like in pre-market tomorrow, but that one kind of piques my interest because of that. SINT had the gap up. This one always gets slapped down, or I shouldn't say always, there's no absolutes, but generally gets slapped down every spike here, 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 and again here, but it's kind of already curling back up. Having said that, I hate this stock, but because it curled back up, I don't know. We're going to see if it gets some volume. Probably my least favorite from the list. Chewy is still, I mean, it's just, I don't know, so many red days in a row. What I'm looking for is an afternoon breakout in this one. So now that it's down to support, we haven't had an afternoon breakout. I'm showing you 15-minute candles. So going back 4 days ago, so this would have been Tuesday, right? There's the opening 15-minute print. Never broke its 15-minute high. There's Wednesday, 15-minute high, never broken. Thursday, and then again on Friday. So what I'd like to see is something like Friday's action, and then in the afternoon, a break to the upside out of the range, because it's down here at support. It's pretty beaten up, and anyway, that's the reason I want to watch that one. ARA had this huge move from, I don't know, $6 to 14. 2 days lower now on declining volume. It's a thinner stock, but I do like this daily setup. A huge move, and then a couple days lower, getting near the 8-day, the 200-day, that what we call the buy zone in this whole area here. So absolutely worth watching, but again, a thin one. I don't think I've watched it trade, so I'm not sure how nasty it is, but we'll keep our eyes on that one. RUHN, huge move on Thursday, quiet day on Friday, inside of Thursday's range. We're going to watch that one. TSCO, which is Tractor Supply Company, has fallen 3 straight days, down to recent lows. Oftentimes, you get a bounce from that area, so we're going to watch that one for potential bounce. And then lastly, I've chosen ZS, which I don't love, but since the huge gap down, it's kind of forming a range. And here, let me go to 15-minute candles. There's the gap down day. So then you've got 2 days in a row again where it didn't get the afternoon break of its early high. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. I don't love this one because you have the gap down, a little pop, and it looks like it's rolling over. Having said that, though, it's pretty beaten up. So don't love that one. I don't love a couple others that I've already mentioned, but I think it's a good list to start with, and then we'll find some gappers in the morning as well. And let's keep a good thing going. We'll all work together and look for those intraday A+ setups from the list that we've got and the gap playlist we're going to build. I'm done, Bab, and we'll see y'all in chat tomorrow.